Listen, when it comes to watching sports, when it comes to betting sports, there are two ways you could go about it. You could do it the Eagles analytic department way, where they're in a basement in a cold, dark room somewhere, crunching numbers that they don't even know what it means. Or you could do it the Philly 500 way, where you're constantly entertained and enjoy every moment of the process. This is why I start my day by going to thegameday.com, where they add excitement to live sports with a constant influx of sports entertainment and sports betting content, which includes best bets, picks, previews, predictions. You know I love predictions, the ride along series, and much more. The Game Day makes betting entertaining as well as watching sports in general. And they use their partnership with major sportsbook operators to bring consumers competitive promotions. So click the link in the description and go to thegameday.com. Check it out for yourself. I promise you, you are going to love everything here, and you are going to be entertained, and you are going to get the knowledge you need to make the bets that you need to make. And let them know when you're there. Philly 500 sent you. Had to unmute it. Yo, by doing? King Dingbat here. I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. Just got home a little while ago. I haven't watched any of the combine so far. So it's interesting to see what's going on. I did see that Treylon Burks, let me pull it up here. I saw Treylon Burks ran a 4.540, 6'2", 225. 4.5 is not as fast as I thought he was going to be. But, I mean, it's still not that bad. It's still not that bad. What's going on, everybody? How are you doing? What is happening? What's up? What's up, Army? What's up, Eric? Misfit King, what's happening? Liberal Soldier, what's going on? Amari Cooper may be available. I don't want him. I don't want nothing to do with him. I think he doesn't show up in big games. Burke is not one, guys. He's not a one. Let's see. I mean, look, he still ran a 4.5. You know what I mean? That's not bad. It's not as fast as I like, but you know what I'm saying? There he is. LB, what's happening, my man? How are you? I want to get LB on the show. I want to get him to talk about Garoppolo. What's going on, buddy? I just got home. I haven't watched any of this. You know, the schedule for the combine's horrible for me this year. Usually it was in the morning earlier. It's easier for me to get out early or you know, be home earlier in the morning than late. George, what's going on, man? How are you? No, 4'5", 6'2" isn't bad. They had him listed 6'5". I mean 6'3", and he ran a 4.3. He definitely is not running no 4.3. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely not. But I mean, I think 4.5 on the outside with a Devontae Smith is not bad. But I wonder if it will change. I wonder if it will change his I wonder if it'll change his draft positioning. Rakeem says, Philly the man cake day, but can we get a white rerun? Yeah. There you go, white rerun. Yeah, where's LB? Hey, LB, man, anytime you want to come on, let me know. Let me know. You can come on now if you want help. Whatever you want. I want to get you on. Liberal Soldier, what's going on, man? Thank you, buddy. I really missed the first group of wide receivers. I mean, I haven't watched any of it. I know they started with the tight ends, and we're going to see the other receivers go. I'll tell you what, John, the thing with Treylon Burks is he looks, when he's on the field, like he runs better than a 4.5. But, you know, he's still going to have a pro day. Sometimes these guys improve their numbers at the pro day. We'll have to wait. You know what I mean? Dominic, what's going on, man? I figured I'd come on for a while. I couldn't stream the whole thing, but I wanted to come on at least when I can. Can Burks block? Oh, listen, if you need a blocking wide receiver, you got one. His name is J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Stinks. Oh, yeah, the brother screwed us. We got that all queued up, man. Don't worry. We should trade up for Hutchinson or Kayvon Thibodeau. I think the Eagles are trading the top 10. I definitely think they're going to trade into the top 10. Yes, definitely shout out to LB. No question. Yeah, they just showed Irvin was he was teaching Burks. I also saw Gio was on the NFL Network. That's kind of cool. You heard that Russia's trying to stop the whole new world. They're the good. Yeah, look. First of all, you can't be a good guy and be the aggressor. That's the first thing. However, there may be some truth to it. I really, there's so much propaganda coming out with all it. I don't know what's true and what's not. Chris says, I don't want another JJ. I want someone that can catch, not just block. Absolutely. Absolutely. If the Eagles trade up, it won't be much higher than 10. I don't know about that. What would a 15, a 2, and a 2 net you? It really depends. See, the value of that draft, especially in the top 10, it's going to be determined by if there are quarterbacks in that draft. If not, you're going to see teams actually wanting to move out. BLSG, what's going on, man? The brothers screwed us. I got it. It's all set up. Jeremiah Ball, thanks for super chat. He says, sorry getting PTSD. I got enraged every time I hear about Justin Jefferson. Like, how stupid can you be to outsmart yourself in that fashion? Yeah, it's one of those things that we're always going to have to live with. I have the same thing when it comes to DK Metcalf. Like, I literally have, I feel the same way. You know? Burks has drop issues. The one thing Burks has is huge hands. He's got mugs. That's good, but drop issues not good. I wonder what it's going to do his draft status. Hey, listen, if you told me that he's going to fall back to the second round, then I would get him then. You know? How many of you guys, let me put a poll up here. Let me do a poll. I want to do a Burks poll. I want to do a Burks poll here. Hold on. Oh my God, I can't type today. There you go. All right. There you go. System of Not, what's happening, my man? Combine numbers for Burks. Let me pull it up here. I do have it. I think I have some of it. Let's see. Where did he go? So Burks ran a 4.55. He had a 122 broad jump. Vertical jump was 33. Yeah. 6'2", 225, 33.5-inch arms, 9 inches 7/8 hands. They got him projected right now as a first-year starter. So I mean, it wasn't as good as I was thinking or was hoping, but it is what it is. Yeah, Calvin Alston. Now I haven't watched him, but Calvin Alston ran the fastest 40. He ran a 4.32. Volus Jones, don't know anything about him, ran a 4.32. Danny Gray ran 4.33. Bo Melton of Rutgers, 4.34. Sky Moore, Western Michigan, 4.39. Jahan Dotson, wide receiver, Penn State, 4.43. Kevin Alston Jr., Notre Dame, 4.43. Jalen Naylor, I like that name, Jalen Naylor, 4.46. So those were kind of your guys. The vertical suspect, but everything else okay. Yeah, I mean, everything's not bad. The vertical is low, though. That's really not that great. So you think the Eagles should draft Jalen Dotson? I haven't watched enough of him yet. But look, if he runs that speed, it depends. I mean, what size is he? Philly Swag, what's going on, man? I wanted to come on here for a little bit, talk combine, although I missed like the whole day. Fine, what's good? Drafted wide receiver past the past 4 years hasn't been a problem. It's the players chosen and the person. Well, that's the truth, Juice. The person making the pick is I totally agree with you. Lloyd doesn't go. Linebackers and defensive ends go Saturday. I'm going to be streaming all day for that. I think I'll get Joey will come on and we'll be streaming that. That's the big day I'm waiting for, Saturday. That's when the defensive linemen and linebackers go. Sunday, I think you have defensive backs. Cooper Rucutt ran a 4.62 combine. Yeah, I mean, look, just because he ran a 4.55 doesn't mean he doesn't play faster. When you put his tape on, he runs fast. There's John Dotson going. Oh, man. Yeah, Dotson looks like a stud. They're showing him on TV right now. He looks good, man. I'm going to have to go watch him. Ian Briggs says, sub 500, sub to your channel. Looking for. Thank you, my man. I appreciate you. Shout out to you. And if you haven't, make sure you guys sub. And if you've been sub for a while, double check. I don't know why YouTube keeps unsubscribing people from me, but people keep telling me. I'm going to try. I'm sorry if I miss your comments. I'm trying to catch up to the chat here. Game speed is different from the 40. It's absolutely different. If you look at Burks' 40, or if you look at his 40's 4.55, right? You look at him playing on the field, he looks like he's much faster than that. I mean, there are some guys that can do both, but sometimes it's overrated to look at. It really is. I think 4.5 is fine for a guy who would play opposite of Devontae Smith. You know what I mean? Williams, are you on Mike Williams? Yeah. I don't care about speed more than I care about wide receiver. We need a specialist. I think you. Is that baby hands Pickett? Kenny Pickett. He had real tiny little bitty hands, huh? Baby hands. Make sure Joey's not sleeping. yeah, right. Joey fell asleep on me last week. Sub 500. Warrior streams next Sixers. So tomorrow the Sixers play at 4 my time. I won't be home till 5 or 6. I think they play tomorrow or is it Saturday? I thought they played Friday and Saturday. I got to look at the schedule. I don't know. I got to talk to Joey about Saturday's evening stream. Well, they play tomorrow at 4. Definitely can't stream that. Saturday at 5. I may be streaming the combine. I have to see. Monday they play Chicago. I might try to do that Chicago game. I just have to take off work early. So either the Chicago game or the Miami game. I'd like to do the Miami game because Butler's playing. So it'll be either Saturday or Monday. I definitely can't do tomorrow. I won't even be able to stream at all tomorrow. I like Jay Tolbert, still physical, fast, and yards after catch. I think speed matters, though. I feel like speed today, you have to have speed, especially on the outside. You can be big and physical even better, but you got to have speed. I think 4.5 speed it's decent enough. You know, you feeling Drake London? I thought there was another group of receivers supposed to go. You know, I think in today's NFL, I think speed's more important. I do, but it's not everything. You know. Game field should be your primary evaluation. We don't need another Mike Muller who killed the comp. Oh, I agree. Totally agree with you. Totally agree. I would say that to me, film-wise, Treylon Burks passes the sniff test. Liberal Soldier said, Dante Smith needs a compliment on the other side with good hands. No more dumb drops. Hey, listen, good hands are important. You got to have good hands and speed. Jameis Williams is only 20 with that ACL will heal. Yeah, look, I don't mind drafting a guy like that, even though he's come back from ACL. If I'm drafting for 2 years down the road, so like if I draft him, I have to go out and get a veteran wide receiver in free agency. Witch King, my man, he says Monday my birthday, so Sixers getting that W. Oh yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, happy birthday to you, my man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. Why you all acting like 4.5 slow? It's not burner speed. It's not super slow. It's not bad. I mean, it's okay. I would love. Look, I guess the thing with Burks isn't. I guess what people are making or talking about is that everybody said he ran a 4.3. It was 4.35. He runs a 4.35. That's all we were hearing about Treylon Burks leading up until today. So when you think a guy's going to run 4.35, 4.4, runs a 4.5. people are taking back. Speed sometimes doesn't translate to gameplay. Look at the receivers. No, it does. Definitely, Michael. Definitely. But I think in today's NFL, you have to have both. You don't have to have Deshaun Jackson speed, but you have to be able. You have to be able to especially on the outside, to have enough speed. You know. Super Tony, he goes, yo, 500, how are you doing, buddy? I watch Howie Roseman interview, and I don't believe anything the man say. I don't either. And that's why I said in my yesterday's video, like, I can't trust anything he says. I take it all with a grain of salt. You know, I don't, yeah, I agree. He's a little bit too, you know, open about things right now. I haven't watched Calvin Austin. I saw that he ran a really good 40 time. He's somebody I'll go and watch. But I mean, let me pull him up real quick. Let's see here. Actually, he's 5'8". He's 5'8". He's small. 170 pounds and 39-inch vertical 4.32. Broad jump was 135. So I mean, he's really small. And Velus Jones, they're now saying ran officially faster than him. He ran a 4.31. Now he's 6 foot 200 pounds. He's got big hands. He may not be bad. I don't know anything about him. It's Joe Higashi, legit leg kick. What's up, buddy? He says 500. What's up, Tubby 500, mother humper. Also 4.5 speed. How big is he? If he's tall, big body receiver, that's legit. People forget Jerry Rice was like 4.65, honestly. Yeah, I mean, not all receivers run good 40s. I just think in today's NFL, you got to have some sort of speed. But he's 6'2". He's 6'2", 225. I think 4.5 is fine. I do. I think it's fine. There will be a run of tackles and quarterback in the top 50. You think so, Quez? I'm really curious about the quarterbacks. I really wonder if, but usually you're right. Usually teams do reach. How many games will I be at next season? Keep up the good work. I have no idea. If I get out there, I will go to one, but it all depends. Right now, I couldn't tell you. I have to see the schedules and if it's around Thanksgiving or Christmas, maybe. Why are we looking at Sam? I hope we're not looking at quarterback. But I'm sure the Eagles are going to do their due diligence. So what's up, bro? Been a long time. How you been doing lately? I've been doing good, D. How about you? How are you? If Howie overhauls the defense, we should go 12-5. Maybe. I mean, you know, it's hard to say. The defense is going to have to be a two-pronged approach. You're definitely going to have to get some guys in free agency. University of Georgia won because defense not Pickens. Yeah. I'm a huge fan of yours. Thank you, David. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to you. I like Chris Godwin a lot, J215. My question is, I hate the fact that he's coming back from injury. Like, if I draft a young guy, a receiver who tore ACL, who's a young receiver, and he's going to be around a long time, fine. But if I got Godwin, I want Godwin next year. ACL usually takes at least one whole year to come back and then come back from. So how much money would he be? If he's a good value, of course. But, I mean, he's a great player, though. I would only draft him if field vision was amazing. Oh, are you talking about Sam? G-Code, what's going on? Jerry Rice ran 4.7. But remember, though, the thing you got to remember about Rice and these guys, back in those days, the NFL was different. It was more of a, running type league. They ran a lot more, threw a lot less. In today's game, if you look at all the good teams, they all got fast receivers. I mean, obviously, like Godwin, no, but I don't want to deal with the injuries for a year. Who do you like? I like Trevon Walker. I haven't watched Karlaftis yet. Have not. He's the only guy I still have not watched. He's going to be one of my next Philly reacts. I got a couple more to put out. I'm trying to hold them back a little bit because we're so far away from the draft. If we draft defense and free agent defense, Let's look at winning the division first before we even think of this. I agree, Clark. I agree. Philly, did you know Maxey only scored 4 points in the first half last night, but then Harden pulled him aside and asked Maxey, are you going to play? I saw that, and he scored 20. Maxey's the third best player on the team. Yeah, I'm going to do a video on the Sixers, maybe tomorrow or Saturday. I don't trust Howie at all. There you go, NFL world. That's it. I want David Ojabo. That's the guy I want. That's the guy. Michael Gregory says, what's up, Philly? It's my birthday. Man, happy birthday to you, man. Shout out to you. Happy birthday, Michael Gregory. Players also didn't train for testing like they do now. Yeah, that's true. It's true. And listen, some guys run slow. I mean, Cooper Kupp, they said ran, what, 4.6? I remember that. I remember when he ran 4.6, I was like, oh, that's too slow. He does not play like he runs a 4.6 on the field. So sometimes it just doesn't translate. Sometimes guys just don't test well, you know? They're showing the quarterbacks now. They're showing Pickett. I heard he has really tiny hands, baby hands. David Ojabo's my guy. That's the guy I like. You don't want another D. Oh, listen, D-Jax gave us a lot of good years. What do you mean? I like Jermaine Johnson. I would say this. I think the Eagles, one of these two guys will be, it's either going to be Ojabu or Jermaine Johnson. I think one of those guys will be a Philadelphia Eagle. How he just winked at Burks. Where'd you see that? What's going on? What's going on, Clark Roberts? Kenny Pickett, 6'3", 1/4. He's getting ready to run a 40. I could care less about quarterback 40s, to be honest with you. The one I'm waiting for is I'm waiting for that defensive line linebackers on Saturday. You know, 500. You've seen DeMarvin Leal? Dude looks like BG. Dude's nasty. No, I haven't seen him. I'm gonna have to check him out. Ojabo or Jermaine will be there at 15. Maybe both. Take them both. Could you imagine, Quez? You take both of them. You'd be set up for years to come, man. Yeah, baby hands. Kenny Pickett. They're focusing in on his hands. Look at his little hands. Little baby hands. What kind of man are you? What kind of man are you? He ain't going to throw. He's going to be fumbling everywhere. I'm down on Kenny Pickett. I don't think Jermaine is as good as people hyping him up to be. I like him. But there's guys I like better. I mean, I love Ojabu way more than him. I think Thibodeau's going to be good. I think Aiden Hutchinson's going to be good. Haven't seen Karlaftis yet. And I even like Walker. Ojabo pass rush savvy is better than people already. He's going to be a monster in a few years, but it's all about willing to wait for the payoff. Eagles are in position to. Yeah, I think you have to, Alex. You know, the thing is people say, well, he hasn't played a lot. He's raw. But that also means he hasn't been beaten up. He hasn't had a lot of snaps. He's a young man, you know. How he had something in his eye. What was it? Was it some weed? What's up? I love weed. You smoking some weed today? Timothy says, yo, 500, love you. Thank you, man. A lot of people loving the channel today. I appreciate that. What do you think about going Ojabu and Lloyd and then Burke? If I would say my top two guys I want are Ojabu and Lloyd in that order. So if they both were on the board, that's who I would want. And I like Burks. I do. That would be like, Timothy, that would probably be my dream draft. Now, I think Lloyd and Ojabu are probably going to be top 10. Tell the Cowboys which bust wideout we will draft this year. We ain't drafting no bust wideout this year. Metal Maniac says Jerry Rice ran a 4.7. That's crazy. It's crazy. Yo, 500 thoughts on Sixers yesterday. They struggled early in the game, though. Struggled early, but they got it going. I mean, I just think they're nasty. The whole Harden acquisition reminds me of T.O. I'm feeling it, man. Is that Denzel's burner account? Where are you at, man? Only receiver I would draft is Burks or Jamison Williams. Yeah. I wouldn't mind two. I wouldn't either. I think you have to completely rebuild this defensive line. Justin Billers, what's up, man? How are you? You really want one of the top corners? I would love a top corner. Look, you need a corner, you need a safety, you need a defensive end. I believe that the Eagles will definitely draft a defensive end in round 1. The question is will they draft a linebacker in round 1? They haven't drafted a linebacker since 1979. But I could see a situation where they go defensive lineman, safety, corner, or offensive line. They're probably going to go heavy line on both sides early. I've been saying a lot of Russell Wilson media for the Eagles, but I don't think we need Russell Wilson, in my opinion. I think Jalen Hurts, probably even Gardner Minshew are good enough thoughts. I think Russell Wilson's a special talent. I think he could play 3 or 4 more years. I think that a guy like that doesn't come available for trade often. So I totally would take a shot on him. However, it's not going to happen. He's not going to leave. He's not going to go to Philly. He's not coming to Philly. I don't believe he will. And I think that Jalen Hurts, I think he deserves another year. Unless it's a special type player like a Russell Wilson, I think you got to go with Hurts. And I'm okay with that. Yes, definitely smash that like. How many likes we got here? Let me see. Let me see what we got here. Let's see. We got 73 likes, 194 people, 73 likes. We get over 100 likes. I will play the Michael Anthony Where's the Fitness Meltdown piece for you. No, it wasn't you. I reset the whole entire thing because somebody was deleting comments. It wasn't you. Jalen Hurts is a less talented Dak. Well, I think the one thing that Jalen Hurts does different than Dak is I think Jalen Hurts could win the big game. I love Weezer's no more likes. Jermaine Johnson was a transfer from University of Georgia that was buried under talented defensive line. Look, I like him. I think he's a very talented kid. I would not be upset if I got him. But I'm telling you, I just think Ojabu's the guy. He reminds me of Jason Pierre-Paul, a young Jason Pierre-Paul. And personally, if you're at 8, 9, 10, I want to go up and get him. I want Ojabu. Right now, that's like, I'm fixated on him. You know how I get? If you know me before, I get fixated on guys. I'm fixated on Ojabu right now. I can't stop watching him. So I almost forgot your thoughts on DJ signing. And yeah, DeAndre Jordan. I'm probably gonna do a video, a Sixers video tomorrow on that. Great signing. I think it's a great signing. I think you had to get somebody to back up him. I think DeAndre Jordan is more than capable still. I love it. I love it. I think it's great. I think the Sixers are ready to go. I think we need to draft 2 safeties. What do you think? Technically, I think you're right. It's just a matter of where would you get them. I don't think they'll draft 2 safeties. I think they'll draft 1, and I think Jabril Peppers is coming to Philly. Yeah, Ojabu's the guy. Show enough knows. He's the guy. I'm telling you, he's the guy. I can tell. I can look at Dave. You can tell in the name, Dave Ojabu, stud name, David Ojabu, stud. JJ Arcega-Whiteside. You can tell by the name, bust. Ojabu's the guy, in my opinion. Because I think he's got such a high ceiling, and he's not gonna go at the very top. That's who I want. We need defensive end, outside linebacker, great, but we need 4th pressure. Oh, we got to get pressure. Yeah, here we go. Question: Your obsession with Ojabu, reminiscent of your obsession with Ruggs a couple years back. Hopefully, Ojabu don't end up doing life. Hey, listen, I can't do anything about Ruggs, what he did. But before he got hurt, he was having a fantastic year. You got to give me that. That's a huge compliment, Pound JP. That's who Ojabu looks like to me. Before he blew his fingers off and has nubs. A young Pierre-Paul. Yo, Five, what's up, buddy? 15 Ojabu, love it. Burks, 16 Burks, trade 19. Christian Harris. Yeah, that would be an A+ draft, Jimmy. That would be an A+ draft. Hopefully the Eagles get a linebacker, wide receiver on the draft, and maybe a safety. Listen, if they get a linebacker, I'm not going to complain at all. But I don't see any way. I can't see any way. Pickett ran a 4.67 and 4.69. So he ran a 4. No, he ran a 4.67, 4.5. Is Malik Willis running? That's the guy I want to see run. Hopefully, Eagles get linebacker wide receiver draft. Maybe they need it. Is Kelsey going to stay or retire? And so what? I think he stays one more year. Philly Eagles. And I think the plan is going to be probably you got to draft his backup because I think they're going to keep Landon Dickerson at left guard, and who knows? Maybe they take like a Lindenbaum and then put him at right guard for a year. Take a safety at 8-3, maybe another with one of the 3/5. Yeah, I mean I haven't studied any line. The only safety. The only safety I've looked at is Kyle Hamilton. Trevon Walker, Andrew Booth Jr., Kyle Hamilton. That's not bad. My dream draft would definitely be Ojabu, Lloyd, and then either a Cooner or Burks. People compare Drake London to J-Jaw. Well, that's the worst comparison we could ever have. Let me see how this poll's doing. I want to take a look at this poll. So would you draft Treylon Burks in round 1 after running 4.5? 62% said yes. The rest said no. I agree. I would still draft him. I think he's fine. Oh, I would love Ojabu and Burks. Ojabo. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that's how it sounds best to me. I think we're going to draft another running back. I don't think they're going to – I don't know. Maybe they'll sign a cheap free agent, but – I don't expect a big free agent signing at running back. I expect a mid-round pick. Yep, Desmond Ridder 4.5. Skylar Thompson's running now. Quarterbacks are running. He false started. Hey, Phil, did you see? They say our dream offense was Russell Wilson, Chris Godwin, Devontae Smith, and Dallas. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that, man. I mean, it would be pretty potent. No question about it. Ruggs was starting to put together. He was having a great year, led the league in yards after the catch, or yards per catch. He screwed himself up. Jay Milton from Jersey, what's happening? Ojabu and Booth or Ojabu and Elam? Ojabu and Elam, I would say. I haven't set one up yet, Ramon. I've got to. Yeah, it's horrible for Henry. It's a tragedy all the way around. I keep thinking of Bronx Tale. Remember his father says to see wasted talent. That's why I keep thinking. And of course, you got to feel bad for the woman who lost her life for no reason. Mayday, what's going on, man? What up, 500? I have a bad feeling about Howie and this. Oh, that's the scary part. That is the complete scary part of this whole thing. Do we have over 100 likes, by the way? Let me know when we have 100 likes, and we will throw a little, what's his face in there? You think McDuffie goes before Lloyd? See, I think Lloyd's going top 10. If Lloyd goes in the teens, if somehow Lloyd goes like 16, I'll take the 15th pick and I move up for Ojabu. I trade 15th in a second, try to go get Ojabu. 16, I snag Lloyd. If you give me Ojabu and Lloyd, dude, I'm telling you, that's the draft. Philly, what's up? Glad to see you still great. Yeah, man, always, Brian, always. What's my favorite Geno's? I don't particularly care for either of those. I mean, I'll eat it. I like Tony Luke's. Only because I used to go there every day after work. So Tony Luke's, but I'm actually like I prefer the roast pork sandwiches with the broccoli rabe over the cheesesteaks. But I would go to Tony Luke's. That's where I used to go. Jamie, what's going on? Jamie Gambino, part of the Gambino family. What's happening? You think Howie's going to get us 4 number ones this year? Who do you think? What do you think we'll do for it? And I'm sorry if I'm missing some of these. I'm trying to catch up. You know, Emily says, "Phil, you have faith in Hurts going off." I mean, I think Hurts is going to do everything he can. I think he's going to work his butt off. I don't know. Somebody just ran 4.26. What? I got to see that again. But I mean, I'm open to it. I'm more just wait and see. You know, I don't know what to expect. I expect that it'll be better. It's just by how much. I'm grateful to be Jason Kelsey in a Spirit Halloween store, just looking around randomly. My dad was looking at masks, and Kelsey said, "Can I see that mask really quick?" That's when my dad called me. No, that's crazy. That's awesome, dude. Chaos, what's happening, my man? How are you? We're at 117 likes. Cool. I'm trying to catch up here. Yeah, I like Jameis Williams. Yeah. I kind of like Treylon Burks, the kind of guy I like, but I mean, I like both, but, you know, the question is, where will he go? Whoever it is, draft and put at wide receiver. I think they're going to go ahead and sign a veteran wide receiver and then draft one. But I really don't think they draft a receiver in the first round. I know you see a lot of mock drafts that the Eagles are going to take a receiver in the first round. I really don't believe it. I really don't. I really think the Eagles are going to go defensive line and offensive line. I don't think they're going to take a receiver. They may go defensive back. They may go safety. But otherwise, I don't see anything else. We got over 204 people here. Thank you so much for being here. 5-star SSG, what's going on? He says, what it do? So what's up, man? How are you? I wanted to come do these, do the combine, but they're starting late. Usually they used to start like 10 o'clock my time. Easier for me to get off early than late. So I wanted to come talk because I'm not going to be around tomorrow until late. So I wanted to talk a little bit. I'll be streaming all day Saturday, though, when the linemen go. That's the big day. Roro, sing the Nelson, Nelson, Nelson. He stinks. Gonna make Patriot fans drink. Thank you very much. You draft. I haven't spent enough time on him, Jaden. He's one of those guys that's high up on my list to do a Philly Reacts. Quay J. Smith. There he is. I know what he's talking about. The other reminder that 500 is in love with Nate Gary. Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me. Nate Gary stinks. I think that is Nate Gary. I think Quay J. Smith is Nate Gary. Why do we want to draft a wide receiver when our quarterback can't even get his top 2 receivers the ball? Man, but will he improve? That's the question. You still got to put talent around him, no? Philly Fan D, thank you for super chat. He says, appreciate the show. Donkey and Camden cheesesteaks. Bottom line, fix it. I haven't eaten there, but I'll try it. James, what's going on, man? How are you? John Mechie in the third. Yeah, I like the idea that, like, I could see the Eagles going. I could see them going defensive lineman, defensive back, offensive lineman in the first round. Then I can see wide receiver like third round, somewhere like that. It's hard for me to imagine the Eagles are going to take a receiver in the first round. That would mean 3 years in a row they spent a first-round pick on a wide receiver. I mean, there's already chatter that they're expecting Rager and Reagor to do more. All that bullcrap we're hearing. 4.26. That is fast. I don't know much about him other than that. Quay J. Smith, thank you for super chat, my man. He says Nate Gary doesn't stink. He's just misunderstood. Yes, I think you're right about that. He is misunderstood. 4.26. Damn, dude, that is fast. See, that is fast. We will have to take a receiver because the best corners will be gone. Yeah. So the receivers are running again. So the second group of receivers are going. You say Chris ran a 4.26. That is how big is he? Let me see if I can pull him up. Let me see if I can pull him up. While I go try to pull up the combine stuff. We're over 100 likes, so I know you guys love this. And listen to our boy, Michael Anthony.
One more play.
The officials are bad.
We had one
Yo,
more.
you gotta be motherfucking kidding
You gotta be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
What you doing?
running from
What you doing?
to get off the field on third down.
What was that bullshit?
That is not right.
Tell him more. He's got to be better, man. He wasn't.
Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had enough time for one more
He
play.
had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us.
Away, but, you know, this is just
The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
The brother screwed
it
us.
is, man.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
Yeah,
in that way.
you
The brother
literally.
screwed us. The brother screwed us.
It's going to end the way that
Yeah, we had opportunity for one more play.
Sorry, I muted myself again. Sorry about that. All right, so I wanted to look at Chris Olive here. I assume that's how he's pronounced. So he ran a 4.26. He's 6 foot. That's not bad. 6 foot, 187 pounds, 31.8 arms, 9.5 hands, 32 vertical jump. That's a little slow. I would think he'd be higher, but he ran a 4.26. I'm back now, right? Hey, fat man. Hey, I'm on a diet. Stop letting Norm. I didn't see your comments. I didn't see it. Any of these wide receivers we should look at? Braylon Sanders running the 40 right now from Ole Miss. It's his first attempt. I love when the receivers run. I'm really interested in defensive ends. Marcus, what did you want to say, man? Braylon Sanders running 4.42. I watch every SU game last 2 years. I'm a Big Ten country. All of it is just fast, not explosive, not great hands. Gotcha. Yeah, it's a good time, though. Philly Fan D says, delayed from Michael Anthony Fitness, said it 2 minutes later. Uh-oh. Philly, we need to draft defensive end, linebacker, cornerback at first. Sign Marcus Williams to a long-term trade. Second for Ridley. That is, look, I would have no problem with that. Marcus, what is it, man? He says, we need a bruiser running back because Miles Sanders is soft. He gets hurt too much. I think you're right. I think you need a bigger running back. No question about it. But I think they're going to do that in the draft. I think mid-rounds, you know. The kid from Florida, was it Pierce? I like him a little bit. Let's just draft Burks, Wilson, Olive. Then Hurts will be good. Oh, man. We got to do something on that defense. Khalil Shakir is running. He's small looking, man. Ran a 4.35, but he's small. 500. What's up, Philly? Philly Eagles will focus on offense during free agency and defense in the draft. I just hope the impactful players on defense. They have to get impactful players. Pickens is a receiver you want to see? Okay. But you want Burks. I like Burks. Yeah, you don't like Sanders, huh? Do I think Kelsey's tapped his keg yet? I think he's got another year or two. That's the issue with Ridley. Is he going to be mentally stable, especially in Philly? You know, I mean, look, Regalar's ready to get out of there, you know? I love we could have kept that yourself. Oh, you love, okay, got you. This is the question of this day. We need a bruiser running back because Miles Sanders is soft and he hurts too much. You'll get a running back. You'll get one, I think. Oh, Hitman Stick, sorry. I have to go. Hold on. Let me go. I have to pull up it on YouTube. It doesn't show up on StreamYard for some reason. Let me find it. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. I'm looking. I apologize. For whatever reason, those do not show up on StreamYard at all. Here, I got it now. Hitman Sticks, a member for 17 months of Dingbat Nation. Thank you so much, buddy. I'll have a new video out tomorrow. He says, salute, Philly 500 fan. Wrench back, please. Of course, my man. Of course. You got it. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry I missed it. It never shows up on StreamYard. KJ Smith, better known as Nate Gary. Hey, Denzel, have you been paying attention to Mike Hawk and Anas Rammer? Anas Rammer, they are very interesting prospects that we need to look into. I think Anas Rammer is probably looking into everything. Don't you think? You got me on that one. You got the first one, you got me. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. 5 Lloyd Burks Ojabo. Yeah. Per A+ draft, Leron. That would be A+ draft in my opinion. Yeah, Shakira at 45. He looks small though. Yeah, Agba and Ojabo. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, look, Agba has 9 sacks 2 years in a row. He's just going into his prime. He's gotten better every year. I think you put him with the Eagles on that defensive line, and then you get Ojabo, and you let him learn behind Brandon Graham for a year. Right? I think that would be the best case scenario. The Keg Sirianni said, I didn't know he sent him one. Batman was a great movie. I gotta see it. Philly Fan D, thank you for Super Chat. Says Brian Robinson, thoughts on draft him. Haven't seen enough of him to tell you yet. Give me a few weeks now and I'll let you know. Mark Stanton, what's going on? Hope you're having a happy time. I'm always happy. I'm going to try to catch it. Yeah, Agba doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't get. Yeah, you're right. Well, I don't want to jinx him or anything, but yeah, I think he would look. I think you could get him probably for some sort of value. I think he would be a great signing. But I got a feeling. I know people may not believe this, but I think. If Howie Roseman, if we're going to take him at his word, right, which I don't know that you can do that, but if we're going to take him at his word, then what he said in the interview was that I don't have personnel to run what Jonathan Gannon wants to do, especially at the linebackers. He kind of said it. And if you go back a year and listen to interviews of Gannon, he wants to run a hybrid 4-3-3-4. If that's really what they want to do, I think Hassan Reddick is in play for the Eagles. And we know Carolina pretty much said they're going to let him test the market. Favorite linebacker all time, bud. My favorite linebacker of all time would be Seth Joyner. However, I think the scariest, greatest linebacker I've ever seen that scared me the most was LT. This might be a year we go linebacker with one. It's very possible, Big D. Very possible. Our first pick of the draft will absolutely be a day one starter. Yeah, I think it'll be a defensive end. Drake London may be going to be a monster. I hate J.J. Alcantara. He actually is nasty, big wide receiver. Pause. He can maul him. Question is, how fast can he run? That's the question. Burks is way too slow for me. Nope. 4.5. I mean, 4.5 isn't bad. I don't think it's bad. But you know what? Let's see what he does at his pro day. Because sometimes these guys will increase it. Who ran it for? Here's Garrett Wilson. Okay, this is an interesting one. Garrett Wilson. I keep hearing a lot about him. 4.37, Garrett Wilson. What do you guys think of him? I keep hearing a lot about him. Tyquan Thornton ran a 4.21. Holy crap. Slow 4.5. I look, if you look at Burks' tape, though, He looks like he's a lot faster than that. Why Burks over Oliver? I have only because I haven't seen enough Oliver. Like I've got to go look at him, watch him, study him. I've watched Burks, so it's. I'm not making any definitive decision on it. I'm just telling you what I've seen. Steve says Dotson from Penn State looks really good, fast, and we can win 50-50 balls. When I came home and I turned it on, they had Dotson out there, and from what I saw, he looked good. Game speed 4 yard. I agree. I love weed. I agree. Wilson equals Antonio Brown or Diggs. I'll take either one. Kyle Phillips is running. He looks slow. I like my receivers 4.35, 4.5 quickness is important than speed. True. I agree, Ronan. Totally agree. Diehard Giant fan. What's going on, my man? How are you? 40-yard dash is overrated. It just gives you some indication. The game tape means a lot. George Pickens of Georgia. He's running a second. This is one I'd like to see. Pickens ran a 4.43 on his first attempt. That's pretty good for him. He's tall, man. How tall is he? Pickens is running. George Pickens. 4.4. I like Pickens. Pickens just went way up my draft board. 4.43, 4.40. Let me see if I can. I want to pull up him real quick. All right. So Pickens is 6'3". Sheesh. Makai Polk is running now. Phil Gessler, Dan, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. I can see where this is going. We need a punter. What do you think about Michael Turk, Oklahoma? He kicked an 85-yard punt last year. Maybe hey, listen, if you get a guy that can kick that far, I think the 5th round pick I would definitely do it. Yes. Wide receivers can be fast, but can they catch? Well, listen. I assume that when we talk about speed, we're assuming that all the other qualities check out too. Obviously, you know. Christian Watson, 6'4", runs 4.3. I like it. I liked Pickens before, though. That's the thing. I always liked Pickens. I don't think he's a first-round pick. But I kind of liked Pickens before, and I was always like, I wonder what he's going to run. Timothy says, yo, 500, I saw Giants retain calls for Barkley. Would you pick up the phone and make a call? Yes, I would. For 1 year, prove it deal, Barkley. Because here's the thing. I think Barkley was destined to fail last year. Guys coming back from that kind of injury don't come back the same after year one. It always takes at least 2 years. So somebody's going to get him on a contract year. Yeah, or right. I think he's got 1 more year left. I think. All right. So yeah, do it. I would, but I'm not giving up a first or second round. I'm gonna, give me a 4th round pick for him. Swaggy, man, thank you for super chat, my man. He says sub 500. In your honest opinion, who could see the Eagles draft with the first 3 picks, and who will be our biggest free agent addition? All right. So thank you, Swaggy. I appreciate the super chat. Here's what I'll say. I believe the Eagles will land either. I think the Eagles are going to land Ojabo. I think David Ojabo is the key. I think they're going to go up and they're going to get him. I think they're going to trade up late top 10 and get him. Then I think the next pick you're going to see is probably a defensive back and then an offensive lineman with the 3rd first-round pick if they take 3. Now, in free agency, I think Emmanuel Ogbah, the defensive end from Miami, is a guy to watch out for. I also say wild card people should look out for this. Christian Kirk, the receiver. And then I think Jabril Peppers at safety. Those are the guys I would say. I hope that helps. You worried about Pickens? I didn't. What's his knees? What's the knee situation? I didn't know. $15 Ojabo, 16 Burks, 19 Devontae Wyatt. What are your thoughts? I have to spend time on Devontae Wyatt, but just on your first two picks, is he an A+ draft? I would say A+. I really want Ojabo. I mean, it's leaning that way. I'm getting fascinated with him. I'm getting fixated on him. I do this every year. Last year, I had a couple guys I got fixated on. David Dudo says Georgia Tech is the outperform game in state. I live in Georgia. Gotcha. Agba, I think Agba's not going to cost you as much as like the top-notch premium defensive ends would, because he's never had double-digit sacks. But he's on the verge. Tyquan Thornton just ran a 4.2, and he's also – is he 6'3", Luke? Yeah, I saw he ran a 4.21. Let me pull him up. I'm going to pull him up. They don't even have him on here. They're not even putting him on here right now. I got to wait till they update it. My guess is they haven't put it up there because when you look at the combine and you see the times you see, these are unofficial times that they're doing, the TV station. So I'm on NFL Network. I'm waiting for them to give an official time on him. Quay J. Smith, better known as Nate Gary. Thank you for a super chat. So I think we also need to look into Dixie Enormous. Your dick's enormous. You got pretty good. Jordan Davis, Ojabo, A+. I have no issue. I love Jordan Davis. The only fear I have with Jordan Davis is that he's so big. I'm afraid he's going to have a weight issue. But, yeah, I would love it. No Ojabo, he's going to be a bust. Rather go Johnson. Why Cash, do you think Ojabo is going to be a bust? I just feel like he's too raw. Just started playing football. Not everybody is Mulata. No, not everybody's Mulata. But remember, sometimes when you get guys raw like that, they don't have the wear and tear on them. Their body's not as beat up. I think Ojabo, his first step is really good. I think he's already got more moves than Derek Barnett ever developed. And here's the other thing. He instinctively strips the ball. I mean, when's the last time we had a guy that would get sacks and actually strip the ball? I respectfully disagree with you on Ojabo. I don't think he's a bust. But listen, it's a crapshoot. You never know. Go watch Jamison versus Junior. Okay, I'll have to go back and watch. We got to get Christian Watson. Here he is right here. He ran a 4.28 his first run. Christian Watson running from North Dakota State University. I hear a lot of people tell me about this kid. I've heard a lot of people ask to do Philly Reacts on him. Let's see what he does here. 4.31. So he ran a 4.28, 4.31. He's tall. Yeah. Put him on there. I have a hard time, DeAldridge, thinking we're going to get a receiver in the first round. I could see a receiver in the second round. It's hard to imagine another receiver. Walker Johnson, Ojabo. Man. I don't know, man. I think Ojabu's ceiling, he may have a higher ceiling than anybody else. And I know that's saying a lot, but like his ceiling is unprecedented. I love Ojabo's my guy. Ojabo goes for strip sack every time. That's a playmaker. Agreed. I agree. When's the last time we had a guy that consistently strip sacked or even went for it? Watson is a bad boy. Agreed. Legit speed. See, everybody's been telling me about Watson too. Go watch him, North Dakota State. I'm like, all right. I haven't yet. I'm gonna have to make a point of it now. Rock Dollar says I want to. That's who I want too. That's who I want. Hey, listen. Last time we drafted a guy from Michigan with the number 55, it worked out pretty well. And if you could bring Ojabo, right? Like, let's say you go out and you sign Emmanuel Agba, right? And then you have Derek Barnett. Forget Derek Barnett. You have Brandon Graham come back. Well, I draft Ojabo. I let him basically learn under Brandon Graham for the whole year. So he's going to get mentored too. I like Walker. I do like Walker. I do. When we get closer to the draft, I'll start ranking these guys. But I have to still watch more. I haven't even watched Karlaftis. You have to watch these players in a whole game 40 times. The highlights don't tell all. Oh, absolutely, Lit City. I agree. What I do is I'll do a Philly Reacts for the first time I see them in like a highlight, right? If I haven't watched them. And then what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll watch any all 22s, any good, bad, anything I can find on them, full games, anything. But that takes too long to record all that stuff. I mean, there's enough people doing scouting breakdowns and stuff. To me, I just give you a reaction of a guy's potential of what I see. 4-4-3 first time for Pickett ran good. Pickens ran good. Derek Barnett stinks. Say it again. Say it again. Brandon Graham would be a great mentor for Ojabo. Teach him all the intricacies, tricks of trade, especially run. Right. And they have a lot in common. They come from the same school, same number. Yeah, Pickens could be a second-round type guy. Christian Watson, pack your bags, big 100. Yeah, fast, man. There's some fast receivers in this draft. Not how you pronounce Karlaftis. I'm sure it's not. I ain't no scholar here. They are fast. I agree. Delco, I was working. I came home late. So I really didn't see. I have to go back and kind of look at stuff. I know they went tight ends first, then receivers. So I mean, we'll see. The kid that stuck out to me, and I only watched a little bit before I came on here, was the Dotson kid from Penn State. They were showing him on the field. I was impressed. I don't pick first rounders getting mentored. Why? I mean, why wouldn't you? A first rounder should always be mentored by somebody. That doesn't mean they don't play, right? You get Ojabo, and let's say you have Brandon Graham. Let's say you get Emmanuel Agba, you draft Ojabo. So now your defensive ends, right? Your main four are going to be Brandon Graham, Josh Sweat, Emmanuel Agba, and Ojabo. He's going to work in the rotation. He's going to learn. But you can't tell me that he can't be mentored. Anybody can be mentored. Barnett stinks. All the things, people killed me about Barnett, but all the scouts that I listened to that were in SEC said he was overrated because when he came out, the SEC had a tackle problem. And he only had one move. He's never developed any other moves. He's got to go. Dixie Normus, what's up, my man? You guys are crazy. Barnett, way too many. Yeah, way too many. Yeah, always mentor rookie. Of course. Doesn't mean he's not going to play. I expect him to go out and play. Would you guys be opposed to drafting edge linebackers and interior defensive line? No, but you would have to probably make a significant jump. Like you kind of have to transition into a 3-4, right? Now they want to be 3-4-3. Yeah, I think Brandon Graham's coming back one more year. I think he's back one more year. I think he'll be one more year. What do you think about drafting? I'm totally open to it, Dwayne. Especially if you don't sign one in free agency, I would do it. I would, because I really think the Eagles got to retool their defensive line long term. That's the key to their defense. It's their bread and butter. We got 219 people in here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe and like. We're going to be doing Eagles all season. And if you have been subscribed for a while, check and make sure you're still subscribed. Because for whatever reason, it's been unsubscribing people. Matter of fact, I should check and see if I've been demonetized yet. Usually when I do these live streams, I'm demonetized right away. So we'll see. Let me see here. See what's happening here. Even though I haven't said anything, oh, we're still monetized. Get the hell out of here. How about that? I don't think Howie messed this all season. Just don't go get some no-name players. You never know what Howie Roseman. You know what I mean? You never know. I thought the most interesting thing that came out of his conference, his press conference, was about the linebackers. You think Drake London's the guy the only thing, I haven't watched a whole lot of him elect this, but isn't he really slow? That's the only thing I've heard about him. Philly Fan D, thank you for Super Chat. He says, show 500 face. We pick a quarterback first round. It would be something like that. I don't want a quarterback in the first round. Chris Allo, 65 yards last year, 936, 65 catches, 936 yards, 13 touchdowns, tied 6. Dude, I don't know, man. See, you get it. This guy, can he play in the slot? He's fast. I like this. I'm gonna have to go watch this Olive kid. Oh man, he just beat Sertan. They got him outside. This kid may be something to I have to go watch more of him. For whatever reason, Alex, I don't even know what it is. My live streams usually get, as soon as they start, they get held up. He's running. Is he running again? Olive's running again, I believe. Oh, they're showing a replay. The individual, thank you for Super Chat. He says, who is the guy that Howie will draft that is unknown, his sleeper? Yeah, that's the question. Who from the school we don't know? Yeah, that's the question. Mark Holmes paid up. Mark Holmes is mad at me because of my meltdown video. Yeah, more if you may be right about that. That's why I'm going to start posting stuff on Rumble too. Olive can play anywhere. Man, I like him in the slot. I like a slot guy like that. Great jump ball. Yeah, because he's big, right? Yeah. Philly boy Floyd, what's up, my man? He said, hey, Philly, what do you think of Jordan Davis? I like him a lot. I love Jordan Davis. Absolutely. I did a Philly reacts to him. I absolutely love him. He's so big. Like, he's not going to be a guy. I don't think he's going to ever get you a lot of sacks. But he definitely clogs up that middle. My only concern about Jordan Davis is that he has weight problems because he's already 340 pounds. But yeah, I would be open if he could somehow fall a second. I would make a play. If we can't get Sauce Gardner, we should get Roger McCreary from Auburn, second best man-to-man press in the draft. I'll have to check him out. I haven't checked him out. What do you guys think of Stingley? Do you guys think Stingley's overrated? I mean, when I watch Stingley, I think he's going to be good at the next level. People get so mad at me that I pronounce these names wrong. It's pronounced Olave. Okay. I even messed up your correction. That's how bad I am with names. I even messed up your correction. You don't like it? I don't know any of his off the field stuff. I don't know any of it. So they're running the receivers right now. They're running They're starting to run some routes. Quarterbacks are the last to go. I probably won't do the quarterbacks unless they're matching with the receivers here. Stingley going to move back up after Combine Pro Day. You might be right. I like Sauce Gardner too, though. Stingley isn't testing combine. His athleticism isn't a question, though. I mean, I kind of like Stingley. I know some people are really down on him, but I kind of like him a little bit, man. You know? Stingley overrated because he never built off his rookie year. He underperformed. You might be right. Where is Burks? I haven't seen him. I finally turned on the combine. So he went. There was 2 groups of receivers that went. He went in the first group. He measured in 6'2", 225, and he ran a 4.55. Now everybody say he runs a 4.3. He ran a 4.55. I was hoping a little faster, but I still think that's okay. I mean, for the Eagles' purposes, it would be fine. Yeah, Stingley's best year was not 2019. I agree. I'm actually watching Stingley stuff from 2019 right now. But I like him. Stingley is good. Need to get first and foremost, Philly fan D, pass rush. Gotta fix the pass rush. Totally agree. Stingley hasn't been banged up since his sophomore season, so that could be a good thing then, right? I'm curious where he's going to go. You know, you're going to see a lot of rising and falling after the combine and then these pro days. It always happens. You know, I want to see more Pickens too. Pickens surprised me with his 40. I thought he was going to run slower. Boss going top 10 before the top 10. He very well could. I think Ojabo too is going to. I think the Eagles are going to trade in the top 10. I don't think there's any way the Eagles do not trade up in the top 10. And they're not going to trade 2 first, but they're going to trade up. Richard Henney, my man, how are you? He says, are we going to trade up? If so, who do you want? There you go. I think we are going to trade up. I think we're going to trade up, I don't know, go from like 15 to 10, something like that. I think they're going to go after David Ojabo. That's who I think they're going to go after. Pickens is good. He is nasty. I mean, look, a lot of people asked me about him, and I was like, I want to see his 40 time. He ran a lot faster than I thought. You are agreeing with me. I was saying I don't think we can get the same quality prospect at edge or cornerback in second round opposed to wide receiver. I thought you didn't agree with that at James Justin. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. Who do you like in this wide receiver group? Well, that's that Oliva, whatever you say. He stood out in this group. Who else? The Pickens to me. I want to see more Pickens. And then there's one other guy. And then, of course, the group before that, I would say the Penn State receiver Dotson. We can get any receiver in the draft or in the NFL. Who do you want? Ridley. If I could get anyone, I want DK Metcalf. If I could get a trade for DK Metcalf, I want him. How do you feel about DeAndre Jordan coming to Sixers? Love it. I think it's a great move, great signing for the Sixers. Absolutely 100% love it. I'll probably do a Sixers video tomorrow because I'm not going to be able to live stream tomorrow. So I'll probably do one. Don't be surprised if we take 2 secondary guys in the top 2 rounds. I'm perfectly okay with that. Like if you use one of your first round picks on a defensive end, then use another first round on a defensive back, and then you take another defensive back second round, Kilo, I have no problem with that. You know what I mean? Only player I think trading up for is Kyle Hamilton. I love Kyle Hamilton. I think I mean I'm a big Ojabo guy. I can't help it. I always do this to myself. This is a flaw I have. I get fixated on certain guys. I do. I admit it. I fully know I do it. I totally admit it. You know. Richard Henney, thank you so much for super chat, man. He says, when is the next Philly reaction? It's going to be Jermaine Johnson's. The very next one's Jermaine Johnson. I just have to edit it. Perhaps it's going to be either this weekend or early next week. I'll have it. I'm trying to hold it back a little bit because I don't want to just totally go through all of this or all these players before we even have free agency. Suave TV, hey, thank you for letting me know. It's pronounced Oliva. Oliva. Okay. How do you feel about Jack Cohn, Notre Dame quarterback? Haven't watched them go Eagles. I can't say yet. Let me look at them and I'll tell you. I don't like saying, if I haven't seen somebody, I'll just tell you. What is it? I looked for Wanda or Watson in day 2. Not bad at all. Eagles trading up with the Jets. Book it. So what would it cost the Eagles? Because Bad Dog want to tell me you'll have to give up over 3 first-round picks. And I'm thinking, if no quarterbacks are going to top 10, I think you can get up there cheaper. I would not mind it if they did that. Stingley was better than Christian Fulton at LSU, and Fulton's just fine. I kind of like Stingley a little bit. I do. I wonder how Howie Roseman is right now watching Pickett. Did he have binoculars on? I have no idea. He may be listening to this right now. I think Howie listens to this. You can't watch a combine. How it's okay. I mean, it's a combine. It's slow. The big day for me, like the day that I'm gonna stream the whole thing, is Saturday. 1, because I'm home, and 2, that's the big day. That's defensive linemen and linebackers are Saturday. That's the day I'm really looking forward to, you know. And then I think Sunday, is defensive backs. That's a big day too. LSU corners are good in NFL, but Gardner's I mean, right now, Sauce would be my favorite guy. Olave. Hamilton, D-Money. I'll take Hamilton. Yeah. So what Howie was basically saying that he knows he needs, especially linebackers, he needs linebackers to fit the scheme that they run better. He needs guys that fit what they're trying to do. And he thought TJ Edwards had a good year and he was good. But really, he was basically saying that the linebackers they have don't fit the scheme Gannon wants. And if you go back and listen to Gannon a year ago, he talks about wanting the ability to play a 3-4, 4-3 hybrid type defense. That tells me a guy like Hassan Reddick may be in play. So they're saying Christian Watson is just behind Calvin Johnson. In terms of what? I'm only trading up for Hamilton or Garner. Stingley hasn't touched field 2 years. I wouldn't trade up for Stingley. I would trade up for Hamilton, and I would trade up for Ojabo. That's my guy. Dilly Philly, man, shout out to you. He says, shout out to you, 500, for all the good content you. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Two linebackers as a pass rusher. I mean, I have no problem with it. But would the Eagles do it? We are going to flush to Washington. They shouldn't even have that. They shouldn't even be allowed to be in NFC East. Linebacker, defensive back, nothing else in the first. It's so hard for me to imagine that the Eagles would take a linebacker in the first round. It's just hard to imagine. Do I hope that they do? Yeah. Oh man, I would love it. I would absolutely love it. McKay Polk is catching now. Very smooth. So the receivers, second group receivers doing drills along with the quarterbacks. But they're really focused on the receivers here. Charleston Rambo. I kind of like that name. He had 79 catch, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns. I kind of want to watch a little bit more of him too. I kind of want to watch a little more Rambo. Reggie Robertson. I want to see Pickens run. I need to get the Mark Holmes meltdown cam going. Definitely. But Mark posts things of his kids like this.
And I'll be able to use the original structure right there. Now, that'll take... Whoa!
I mean, geez. They're saying the Giants are open to trading 26 for a 4th-round pick. Done. I would do it today. But the question is, would the New York Giants trade Saquon Barkley to the Philadelphia Eagles? See, I think the Giant fans, I think the Giants are making a mistake because I think the Giants gave up on Barkley way too early. Barkley was coming back from an injury that you cannot be 100% unless you're Adrian Peterson. It's just not going to happen. So to me, he's going to be better this year. And if they're going to give him up, I would take him. I wouldn't necessarily sign him to an extension, but let him play out his year. Play him and Miles. Let's do it. For a 4th-round pick, I would take the chance. You know what I mean? Dilly Philly, man, thank you for super chat, my man. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. He says a lot of off-season things us Eagle fans should keep an eye on. There's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, a lot of stuff. Here's Christian Watson running. I don't know that he's Megatron, but I need to definitely watch him more too. Here's Garrett Wilson. Here's another guy I like. Wilson, I like. I want to. There's a lot. I gotta go watch these receivers. I've only watched Treylon Burks. He's only been the guy I've been watching. And Dilly Philip, man, thank you so much for super chat. Rambo broke a couple records in Miami this year. I like what I see. I haven't watched them though, and I like Miami. Miami Hurricanes are one of my favorite teams. Quay Gay Smith, better known as Nate Gary. He says, I wonder which player will piss you off the most this season. My bet is Regular or Nate Gary once we resign him. If Jalen Regular is on his team right now, he's the number one guy. But then there's always somebody that will come up, you know. As far as receivers go, I want John Mechie III from Alabama and Charleston Rambo from the University of Miami. I'm liking Rambo. I like Mechie. I like both of them, and you definitely don't have to use a 1st-round pick on them. I mean, to me, the more I'm looking at these receivers, why spend it? Why? I mean, I like Treylon Burks. Don't get me wrong, but why spend a 1st-round pick on a receiver 3 years in a row? You can get great value in the 2nd or 3rd round for some of these receivers. You know what I mean? So I may focus more money on a veteran wide receiver. You know, Mike Williams, DJ Chark, Kurt, what's his face, Christian Kirk, and then take a 2nd or 3rd round wide receiver. Barkley's talent is unreal. Absolutely, take a chance. Absolutely. See, the Giant fans gave up on him the year he's coming back from a torn ACL. Right? You're never going to be 100%. He's going to be better this year. Mine 2,500. Oh, I love the Kings. I love the Hurricanes. My cousin got me into them when I was young. Richard Handy, man, thank you so much for super chat. He says, I heard Seattle keeper Russell Wilson. It's sounding like they're going to keep him. Yeah. So they're showing Malik Willis. Now, Malik Willis is really the only quarterback that I really even focus on. Pickett's going back with his baby hands. He's got real small hands. I wanted to see what Malik Willis ran in a 40. Think back, Zach Pascal is the guy we were going to bring in. Could be. I have to watch him. I haven't watched him. You just love defensive end when it's better players than Ojabu, Devin Lloyd, and Gardner, and Hamilton are all better than him. Wait, what? Well, wait a second. I have Ojabu ranked 2nd best defensive end in this draft. And I haven't done my rankings. But I put him and Thibodeau up there together. So, I mean, I would take him. Devin Lloyd I have as best linebacker in this draft. I don't know what you mean. I think Ojabu's an absolute stud. And I would take Ojabu before I would take Lloyd. I would take Lloyd to be my 2nd pick, but I would take Ojabu first. I'm all about Ojabu, okay? When I'm sold on a guy, it's over. Remember me with Kyle Pitt last year? Father, you need to go live through her. Oh, I should. Let's see. I should. I love the Hurricanes. Yeah. Imagine a 6'4" receiver going to run 4.28. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There's Malik Willis. He intrigues me. Dude, John Doe, Kenny Pickett's got baby hands. They said he can't even get his fingers on the laces. His hands are so small. You know what Logan says? Ojabo has that nasty spin move too. It reminds me of how clean and effective Von Miller's spin. It is, and he's raw. He hasn't played a lot of football, which means he's not banged up. He's got a lot to learn. I am all about Ojabo, man. That is the guy. They're showing Gio. Everyone in the grandma, I know, but I was like, him and Devontae Smith were the two guys that I just kept flipping out about last year. I get fixated on a guy, you know. Those were my two guys. I'll take Calvin Johnson 2.0. Pickett got Singleton hands. Yeah, he's got Singleton arms as hands. I like the fact that you're trying to get Hurts more weapons. It's something they need to do. Didn't do. I agree. They didn't in Trepido. They, for whatever reason, they did not do that for Wentz. And the Cowboys got the best receiver lineup. Do they think they're trying to match it? I don't know if they're trying necessarily to match it. I think part of it is that there are guys on there that haven't panned out. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, second-round pick, hasn't panned out. Regular stinks, first-round pick. So I think they're also, at the same time, trying to make up for mistakes. Ojabo, that's my guy. I'm telling you, that's the guy. Malik really reminds me of Jalen Hurts from an outstanding character, even his style of play, where he needs to prove his coming to league. His tools are a little better than Jalen. I think that, first of all, I think he's faster runner. He's much faster. And I think he's got a big arm. Like, I think Malik Willis got a big arm. He reminds me of a right-handed Michael Vick. You know, he's not Michael Vick, not that level, but that's the vibe I get off from him. That's a good one. Although that's a tough one. I probably have to go Walker right now, but it's really close. I like both of them. Would really be fun if you haven't checked out Jamie. I haven't yet. No, I haven't. As a gunner, he got after it too. Got ejected from the game. Yeah, I haven't. I will be putting one out with him though. I don't know what size Michael Vick's hands were. I just know that Michael Vick, you couldn't catch him. You couldn't catch him. Fred says, if we don't get a job of 500, me ain't going to invade Russia. Let's do it. Let's go. Straight to Moscow. We're going, Fred. Straight to Moscow. Look at Gio. He told Howie's draft. Yeah, the greatest advice somebody could give Howie Roseman. Hopefully Howie listens. Yeah, J.J. the umbrella man. You ain't kidding. I think it depends what round, Chris. Listen, Regalar is a bust. Let's face it. He's not going to stick around. You've got Arcega-Whiteside. He's not going to stick around. So I could see them doing that. I wouldn't do it in the first round, though. I'm not drafting a receiver in the first round. Christian Watson, he could be a second-round pick, right? Why they have the little boy in NFL Network and an Eagles Carson Wentz? He's a Carson Wentz. Well, he's Carson Wentz and Eagles fan, so I guess he was mixing it up. Vic hands were 8.5 inches. So they're the same size as Pickett's for the most part, right? Except for Michael Vick ran 4.2, 4.3. You couldn't catch him. Pickett's a sitting duck. No, Ojabo isn't no Barnett. Ojabo is nasty. He is nasty. Now, I absolutely did not want Derek Barnett. My biggest dislike video is my reaction to taking Derek Barnett. Didn't want him. Ojabo is different. Ojabo looks like Jason Pierre-Paul to me. Regular sucks, man. Intrepido, man. Thank you for super chat, man. Appreciate it. Says, one love from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Amish country. Been through Lancaster a lot in my life. And shout out to you there, man. Thank you so much for super chat. Problem with Pickett is he ain't getting away from things that Michael Vick can. Yeah, I believe green. Hold on. Let me pull it up here. I got it. I can't do it on StreamYard. There you go. JPP sucks though. I'm talking early JPP before he blew his fingers off and he had nubs. JPP early in his career was a beast. He was a freak athlete and he was a beast and he had monster years. I think Ojabo is got that kind of talent. Okay, and hopefully he'll have a better. He'll be more consistent. You know. Absolutely. I'll take Thibodeau. I love Thibodeau. I like him actually. You know, I'll take him too. Barnett's college. The problem with Barnett and almost a nice catch. The problem with Barnett was that if you listen to some of the scouts in the SEC, they were like, Barnett is not playing against top-notch left tackles right now. The SEC didn't have very many at that point, and he only had one move. And he couldn't develop. So we need Treylon Burks. The guy's next AJ Brown. I like Treylon Burks a lot. I really do. I really do. You don't care for Thibodeau's character? I don't know anything about it. I think Thibodeau, I think he's going to end up in New York. I think he's going to go 5 to the Giants. That's what I think. Am I hurt? Are you me? No, I'm not hurt. Combine's all right, you know. Carlos is living in Tennessee. They tried to put him up with Reggie White. Yeah, exactly. We shut that right down. He's nowhere near Reggie's level. Yeah, they did. Yeah, I had people coming at me from Tennessee. Man, you know, he's the next Reggie White. Not even close. I was right. I was right on Derek Barnett all along. Ojabo had Hutchinson. He had Hutchinson on the opposite side. He did. But when I look at a lot of that tape, there are a lot of times where they're both getting one-on-one coverage on the outside. To me, I think that a lot of people say, you know, because he had Hutchinson, he's maybe not as good as we think. I think that with him, that's not the case. I really do. The more I watch him, the more I like. $421. Yeah, that's fast. What's gut? I don't understand. What the hell are you talking about? What, did you hear my stomach rumble? Our stomach is definitely rumbling. This chair's squeaky, though. My favorite corner right now is Sauce Gardner. There's Carson Strong throwing. There's some guys I definitely want to go back and watch. Boy Mafe, I don't even know who that is, individual. I'll have to. No, he ain't no Reggie White. I agree. Yo, 500, the Eagles move up top 10, and Thib is there, and Ojabo is there. Who are you personally taking? Ojabo. Although it's hard, but I'm going to go Ojabo. Yeah. That's how much. That's where I am with him. Like, and I'm watching a lot of him. Like, it's really not fair. I really need to go spend time on Thibodeau and these other guys, but I can't. I just can't stop watching Ojabo. I like Derek Stingley. Yeah, this draft is very deep, which means you need a GM that knows how to get the right picks. You know what I mean? I like Sauce. I do. I think he's the number one. Why am I wearing... Randall Cunningham's the greatest quarterback ever played. What are you talking about? It is a deep draft. If I would check out... I'm going to check him out, definitely. The one guy we have to get in this draft, I'll say the one position. I don't want to say one guy, although I'll say Ojabo. But the one positions you have to get defensive end. Defensive end. Sixers signed DeAndre Jordan. I'll probably do a video on that tomorrow. Great signing. It had to be done. Eagles desperately need a second receiver to keep them from doubling Devontae's on it. I agree, Brandon. I think you're going to see that, though, not in the draft. You're going to see that in free agency. That's going to be one of their big free agent moves. Randall Cunningham is a legend. I have his. Listen, Randall Cunningham is my favorite quarterback to ever play. Now, I know he's not the greatest of all time, but in my mind, he is. My mind, he's the greatest quarterback ever. Warren Moon was absolutely a beast. Great thrower. Let me tell you, Randall Cunningham changed the position. Randall Cunningham's a Hall of Famer. I don't see the Eagles get a top receiver because top receivers aren't going to play with Hurts. I don't know that. I believe that. I don't think that's the case. I'm telling you right now, they're going to get a receiver. It may not be the number one receiver coming out. They're going to get somebody that's going to be a giant upgrade. The question is, are they willing to get a slot receiver and upgrade? I want Christian Kirk. Who's testing tomorrow? What do we grab in free agency? I think you're going to see defensive end, safety, wide receiver. I think those are going to be your three targets, and maybe like a lower tier linebacker. That's what I think they'll do in free agency. McNabb was good. Randall was better, in my opinion. Randall Cunningham equals no Super. McNabb equals Michael Vick, no Super Bowls. Kenny Pickett equals no Super Bowls. I don't care if you run a 4-2 if you drop balls. Olave is safe, but I'd rather defense. JJ or Jabo, Lloyd Dean, if the top cornerbacks are going. I don't know about Elam yet, watching him tonight. Yeah, I haven't watched too much of Elam either. You sound like Howie. Ojabo now, never. Come on. Hey, listen, I said two guys last year. I said Pitts or Devontae Smith. Pitts or Devontae Smith. I talked about those guys incessantly. We got Devontae Smith. So I come on. Cunningham passed to Barnett for 99 was one of the greatest throws I've ever seen. Greatest plays. My question is, Burks not going to be there for us at our picks? Yeah, I think Burks will be there. But I just don't know that the Eagles are going to draft another wide receiver. You know what I mean? That's my whole thing. We got over 200 people here. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and you subscribe. And if you've been subscribed for a while, check and make sure you're still subscribed. For whatever reason, I don't know. YouTube keeps messing with me. How many likes have we got here? We should have 200 likes. I'll be happy. We get right on the button, 200. Let's get them likes up. We good to go. Arkansas Fred was awesome, man. Fred Barnett. God, I miss those days. One of the other videos I have to do is about, I do twice a year on the Eagles changing their jerseys, going back to Kelly Green. We got to get that back up. Commanders trade down for Oliver or Dean. McNabb was the best when he practiced it with shutter glasses. That's awesome. I talked to Randall for an hour while I worked coat check at a nightclub before. I still can't believe it. Cool dude. Yeah, Randall's great. When I was I want to say 14, maybe 15, we were at a diner in South Jersey, and Randall was in there, and he was sitting by the glass, and I was walking by, and I was like, and he waved. Randall's my guy. You know, I love Randall. Yeah, I heard Gio talk about the linebackers. I thought he was absolutely right. First three picks, we need to address all three levels of defense. Ojabo, Lloyd, McDuffie, Boom, and then Bell in the round two. And that would be common electric. That's a A-plus draft. Look at his arm. Look at his hands. Kenny Pickett barely could get his hands on the ball. Let's see how nice throw, though. Yeah, Kenny Pickett's got some talent. I'm not going to lie. If Howie gets his head out of his ass, change our quarterback culture, your boy Pickett's throwing right now. Pickett's interesting. I honestly don't think. So he says, get past the Falcons, Browns, for us to get him with us. Who are we talking about, Halo? Are you talking about Thibodeau? Jeremiah Trotter, favorite Eagles? Yeah, Trotter was great. I love Seth Jordan. I'll tell you the most underrated Eagles linebacker, in my opinion, ever, that I've seen. Byron Evans, number 56. because he had such a good defensive line in front of him, Seth Joyner, there were so many stars that he was overshadowed. One of the most underrated linebackers. If I ever was to be able to interview Seth Joyner, or if you're ever on his live stream, ask him about Byron Evans. I would love to know what he thinks. Did I have a beard at 14? No, I didn't. I had my beautiful baby Denzel Washington face, you know? I like Treylon Burks. Halo. I like him. I think he'll be there at 19. Oh, man, I'm probably going to mess your name up. Gene Luca, thank you, man. He says, Philly, I go to Michigan and watch Ojabu play live in the big house. The guy is a sack fumble machine. Yeah, that's what I mean. The last time the Eagles had a guy that strip sacked it, I can't remember. Ojabu to me is the guy, man. I think he's the pick. I think that's who I want. Trent McDuffie, I might cry. I haven't watched it. I keep hearing about him. I'm going to have to do some stuff on him. Burks has the biggest hands and is built like a tank. Solid pick no matter what. I like Burks, yeah. The problem with Burks is I just have a hard time imagining the Eagles drafting a receiver again in the 3rd round. You know? I have a feeling that Howie will draft the linebacker, but it won't be the player we all think. Sam Noni. Well, then I definitely hope it's not in the 1st round. You know what I mean? Definitely hope it wasn't in the 1st round. Oh, yeah. Gator Country. Byron Evans He was so good. I feel like the Eagles are going to draft Malik Willis and sit him free. I could see that. I mean, there were reports in the Senior Bowl that Howie was like all about Malik Willis. But the question is where's he going to go? Is Willis going to go 1st round? Is the team going to take him the 1st round? Or is he going to go maybe in the 2nd? Oh, Willie T was great. William Thomas was awesome too. I agree. Come on, big balls out. Grow some hairy balls moment. Yeah, that's right. The Devontae Smith moment. I need to have that queued up for these, you know. Kirk Gavea. I remember Kirk Gavea. Ojabu has one of the highest ceilings out of all. I think you're right. I mean, I think he's the guy. There's Malik Willis right now. He's on the he's big too. He's got a what a throw by Malik. Malik Willis fascinates me. I'm not gonna lie. I think he fascinates me. Pause. My gosh, he's got an arm. He's got an arm. Randall was very good, and man, Fred Barnett made him better. Fred Barnett, yeah, was great. Remember Fred Barnett, Calvin Williams. 56, Willie T, 51, absolutely. Yeah, Olive is fast. Damn, Carson Strong got arm. Yeah, he's got an arm too. Javon Kearse was good. Yeah, Javon Kearse used to strip sack it all the time. Me too, Brad. That's why he reminds me. He's not on the same level of athleticism, but he reminds me of a right-handed Michael Vick. I agree with you. Howie said Jalen Hurts is the starter for this year. That doesn't mean next year. Yeah, it's true. You never know what Howie and quarterbacks. Laughing my ass off. Philly looked like you were getting turned. I was a little taken back. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't his physique. It was the arm. Malik Willis going. I definitely could see that. Mike Quick was awesome too. Mike Quick was sort of towards the end of his career, though. You know. Hold on. Let's see. Most underrated Eagle ever was Corey Simon. Corey Simon was good like a couple years, and then he got too fat. He got out of shape and fat. Yeah, Hutchinson is a safer pick for sure, but what Ojabu can become, I feel, is higher than what Hutchinson. I agree. I think Ojabu has the potential to be the best defensive end in this draft. Oh, nice catch. I think he definitely does. That's where I'm homing in on. He throws like Vic. He kind of does. He's got a big arm. You know, all Vic's power was like in his wrist, man. I like Willis. Damn, I want Willis. I know. I'm thinking the same thing, Super Tony. Like Willis is. I can't use a first round pick on him, but if he gets the second round, I'm taking him. Eric Almost underrated Eagle player overall. He might be right. I mean, he should be a Hall of Famer. There's no question about it. He was a pure all-around safety. Could cover, could tackle, play man, play zone. He was awesome. Carson Strong has a good arm too, yeah. I want to see more Malik Willis. Just put Malik Willis and Strong out there. Harold Carmichael, you know, I was just a little too young for Carmichael. Here's Willis going to throw. Oh, my God. I want him. I want Malik Willis. I'm not going to lie. He's got a cannon. That guy got a cannon. He is going back in his drop slow. If you watch, he's actually taking his time dropping back because he's letting the receivers get down the field because he can throw the ball. He could overthrow him. I think. Well, I know. I'm just saying. I'm very intrigued with Malik Willis. Mike Quick was your Mike Quick was the first Eagles jersey I ever had was Mike Quick. My first Eagle player I ever loved was, I don't know if you guys remember a guy named Roynell Young. I'm into crypto. I haven't done NFTs yet, but I'm going to. Definitely. Ojabo didn't do good against the run. Go check. The last thing I'm worried about, let me tell you, we have enough defensive ends that can play the run and tackle. I need a defensive end who can get me double-digit sacks. Who's going to get me double-digit sacks? I'm not worried about the run. I'm more worried about getting to the quarterback. I like T.J. Edwards. Yes, I agree. Willis launched that about 60 yards on him. I know. And Alex, the thing was he dropped back slow. Like he gave the receiver time. He could have thrown that thing 80 yards. I'm like, I know, right? The only player you hated on the Eagles was Ricky. Oh, I hated a lot of Eagle players. There was a lot of them. You know. Oklahoma competition. Oh, absolutely, Richie. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, he has to develop, no question. But man, what you talking about? Well, I think Willis is an intriguing prospect. Chris Carter was nice too, but he had drug problems. Yeah, he was. Remember, Buddy Ryan said all he does is catch touchdowns. Absolutely, Brandon. Philly, these kids don't know about 99 Jerome Brown. They have no idea how explosive. Oh, Jerome Brown. Yeah, look, I believe Jerome Brown would be the greatest defensive tackle to ever play if he stayed. You know, if he didn't pass away. Jerome Brown could rush the quarterback. He could stop the run. And the thing is, like teams like the Cowboys, Emmitt Smith could not run against him. Jerome Brown was something different, man. He was awesome. Yep, Roynell with Herm Edwards. Yeah, I remember he was the first guy I really liked. Run mean nothing. Run. I mean, look, run means something. It does, but you need a guy that's going to get to the quarterback. 12, 13 sacks a year. I think he can improve the run. To me, when I look at Ojabo, there's nothing that guy athletically can't do. So he just needs to develop. But as a pure pass rusher, a guy that gets to the quarterback, my God, I want him. Sylvan Son says, man, I want Malik Willis. Trade Jalen Hurts. I really like Malik Willis too. I'm intrigued with him, man. And now I kind of see why they said Howie Roseman was following him. They said that wherever Malik Willis was, Howie Roseman was following him. I can see why. Willis has got a huge arm, and he can run and he can move. He just needs to develop, you know? If he goes, the whole thing with Willis is going to be who develops, like where does he go? If he goes to the right coach that can develop him, he's going to be awesome. Rest in peace, JB. Absolutely. I liked Ricky Waters. Waters for what? For who? Yeah, for who? For what? Jerome Brown was a beast. Absolutely. I was a fan of JB coming from a Cowboy fan. Yeah. He's the reason my cousin liked the Miami Hurricanes, and that's how I got into Hurricanes. Clyde Simmons was a stud. I mean, Clyde Simmons was a great defensive end too. I mean, people forget how good he was. Clyde Simmons was an absolute monster, and he played opposite of Reggie. Clyde Simmons is the perfect example to look at when you talk about Ojabo. Everybody said Clyde Simmons isn't that good, or he's good, but Reggie White makes him better. Then Reggie left. Clyde Simmons still was a monster. I see the same thing with Ojabo. Package Hurts at 19th pick and move up in draft. I hear you. I mean, dude, Malik Willis is. I agree. Okay, I really hope the Eagles move up to the Jets spot, top 5, and get Willis. I'm sold. Jeez, man. He just threw another pass. He's got a big arm. Favorites: Ricky Jackson and Sam Mills. Yeah, they were great defenses. And New Zealand fan, I love you too, man. Love you too. Kenny Pickett's hands measure 8.5 inches, smaller than any. Yeah, he's got baby hands. Wilson Pickett will go in the top 14. You think so? If they do, then that makes trading up way harder. I want to see more Willis. To me, you could just put Willis out there. Just let him. Like whenever his pro day is, I want to watch that. They're just running routes now. Here comes baby hands. God, he's got some small hands. Pickett, back to pass, fires. He's got a nice arm, though. I give him that. But here comes the guy. I think Willis is up now. No, not yet. The best poster. That was a good poster. Brock Purdy? Forget that name. I don't care if we trip. I'm kind of with you. Like Willis is so intriguing to me. I have a Philly reacts on him. I got to edit too. I'm gonna have to put that. I really like Malik Willis. Like I'm just intrigued by him because I just think that, man, if he goes to the right coach who can develop him, because let's face it, I think a lot of these quarterbacks. It really depends who develops them. If you don't have the right guy, like if Josh Allen goes to the Jets, he's never going to be as good as he is. I really believe that. I think it matters. Here's Carson Strong. He's got a pretty big arm, too. He just looks a little small. Showing us says, I'm cool with Malik Willis. I'll pass. I can understand. I see Pitt going to watch it. Yeah, very well could happen, Brandon. Kenny Rose. Special teams are important. Howie Roseman is probably smiling from ear to ear right now watching him. He could be. Yeah. I had that defense on Madden. White, Brown, Simmons, Allen. Crazy good. Best pass rush. 91 was the best. It was not. It was insane. Absolutely. If I want Ojabo record 0 stat, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. You know, you don't always have your best games. It happens. The talent is there. You know what I'm saying? The raw athleticism, the ceiling is there. You know, Zach says, "Yo, 500. Does Kyle Hamilton fall after day one combine?" Well, he ain't gonna fall. He won't fall until they go. I think defensive backs go in what? I think defensive backs go I think they go Sunday, right? Do they go Sunday? So we got to see what he does. But he's not dropping right now. He will go Steelers at 20. I think that could happen, Steven. Mike Pitts, that's right. And then you had Golick would rotate in. No one with the Carson name can be on the Eagles again. Who is your favorite cornerback to play in Philly? I got Eric Allen. Eric Allen's he's my favorite corner of all time. I would definitely love the next Trotter, no question. Reggie, good call. Reggie was the man. Yo, Philly, if Malik Willis is there on our second round pick, you taking him? I might. I actually might. Yeah, I might. I mean, why not? They've already done it before. Why not? My gut tells me Howie is going to jump to 4th or 10 with the Jets. I think he's going up. I agree with you. Occam Razor, I agree. I think Howie Roseman's trading up in the top 10. I totally agree with you. Olive Garden Slaps, thank you for Super Chat. He says, yo, Philly, what do you think of Mike Coxlong from BC? It's not about the length. It's about the girth. As if Howie's going to use a first round position other than lines and quarterback. It's going to be lines. I agree. And Olive Gordon, thank you for Super Chat, man. Says, who cares about hand size? Dak has the second biggest hands of any quarterback. The reason they care about quarterback hands is because the smaller the hands, they think that the more likely when he gets hit, he's going to fumble the ball. So the bigger the hands, the better. So if Dak had the second biggest hands, then that's good for him. Yeah, we've had Carson mentally weak. Now they make one Carson strong. I like it. Howie's going to go D-line now. Trent Cole was a stud. Absolutely. Trent Cole was great. I totally agree. Clyde Simmons was better, though. I want the Eagles to rebuild the defense in the first round and draft North Dakota State wide receiver. Listen, I got to go spend time on Christian Watson because he looks like he's going to fly. He's giving me the Chase Claypool vibes. Like, this guy's going to rise up the draft boards after this. I didn't get to watch it all. I came late, but from what I've seen, it was pretty interesting. I'm recording the whole thing. I'll go back and watch it. Macklin and Deshaun Jackson, best wide receiver duo in Eagles history. I have to think about that. You know what I mean? I have to think about that one because I don't know that I don't think that's accurate. I think there was been some better over the years, but they may be some of them before my time. Lito was good, yeah. Question: anywhere the Eagles wearing Kelly Green again? I heard the Eagles get to wear it this season again for what I heard last. I'm going to do a video on it. I do twice a year. I do videos on Eagles jersey updates. Until the Eagles do it, I'm going to keep doing that. I haven't heard anything. Apparently, the Eagles said they had everything ready to go. It was all ready to go, and then we're just waiting. Malik Willis get ready to throw. He's going to go. Oh my God! He's got an arm on him. And watch when he steps back. When he goes back, look how slow he goes back. Oh my God. Somebody's gonna give up something early for this guy. I like Jermaine Johnson a lot. I like him. Barnett and Calvin Williams was really good. Yeah. Even had Mike Quick and Chris Carter for a while. Second round, Malik Willis over Alvin Harris. Philly will regret that. I don't think. Listen, I'm telling you, I don't think there's any way Malik Willis is going to be in. I don't think any way Malik Willis is going to be in the second round. Somebody's going to take him early. He's too talented. Taquan Thornton brand, unbelievable 40 Philly Talk podcast. He's one of those guys I haven't spent any time on. I after this, I'll go back and watch all these guys. But yeah, it was a hell of a time. It was good. Garrett Wilson just looks better than everyone else. I like Garrett Wilson. Yeah. Hand signs mean 0. Look at the foam machine. Crab legs, Winston. Yeah, it doesn't. Listen, it doesn't always indicate. It just. I think they figure if you have baby hands like little, like Kenny Pickett, little tiny hands. I think they just think there's a better chance to fumble. Give me wide receiver James Wilson, one of the first 3-round picks. Team him up with Slim Reaper. That's a deal for the age of the Eagles. Yeah, you just got to give him time to to develop. I mean, to come back from his injury. Psycho, what's going on? Malik has an arm, but you see his tape. He doesn't have the decision making. Throws a lot if he throws. He's got to develop. He's got to develop. He's got all the tools, but what he needs is he needs to be developed right. He needs the right coach. He's got to go to the right spot. Like you put Malik Willis, if you ain't at him, he becomes a star. He becomes a star. I think Malik Willis will go in the first round. Somebody like Pittsburgh or Washington will take a chance on him. I totally agree with that. I hope the Giants don't take team. I think the Giants are going to take Thibodeau at 5 and an offensive lineman after that. Linebacker, wide receiver, edge is my dream. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind that at all. Eagles move ahead of the New York City Giants to see. Wouldn't that be great, Richie? That would be the greatest thing ever. It's interesting. So we're going for 2 hours here? Damn. There's a reason Malik went from Oklahoma to Liberty. It doesn't, I don't know why. I mean, that stuff doesn't concern me. You can't tell me with his skill set, he couldn't play on the next level. Super Test Affiliate, I'm going to bed. Another great live stream as always. I got to go to work 5 a.m. in the morning at Washington Township ShopRite. I remember I've been to that ShopRite a ton. Holy crap. I work at Shop. I used to live there. That's awesome. I used to take my mom there. One time I took my mom there and we went in, or she drove there and she called and somebody stole her battery out of her car. I had to go get her. Yes. Super Tony, shout out to you. Let's trade all our first-round picks for 6 first-round next year. Don't be surprised. Stop pushing Malik Willis 500. He's Howie's pick if I've ever seen him. I'm not pushing him. I don't think the Eagles are going to take him. I'm just fascinated with his skill set. All I'm saying is I'm fascinated. He's not going to go to the Eagles. He's going to go in the first round. But I'm still fascinated by him. I haven't looked at a ton of running backs yet. The kid from Florida, was it Pierce? I really like him. I want to watch more of him. Ramal, okay, buddy. Nice. I've been coming. Very cool. Very cool. That's awesome. Washington Township. Shot right, great liverwurst. Great liverwurst. I don't eat liverwurst. Mom didn't. I don't know if she locked the doors or not, but she's like, the car won't start. So I go drive over there, and I'm like, what's going on? She's like, car won't start. I pop the hood. There's no battery in the car. Malik Willis turns you on. Yeah, I can understand. He's about to throw again. I don't think the Eagles are going to get him. But look at that arm. These receivers can't even catch. Did you see that throw? What is that, 60-yard throw? Look how effort he throws. Like he's slow in his drop back because he's waiting for the receiver. Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. This kid, I can see why Howie's in love with him. Man, I love Jordan Davis. He's not Brandon Graham, but he's a monster. Well, yeah, of course it's Hurts season. Yeah. Do you think we could trade Barnett and Cox on a pack first? No, because Barnett's a free agent, so he's walking. We're getting Willis, aren't we? I don't know, Steve. I don't think so. I think it's somebody like Washington. Somebody's going to come up and take this guy early. He's going to go early because he's so talented. 10-1. Hey, you know what they say, I guess. He's a better Hurts. He's got a bigger arm than Hurts. I think Philly's going to have wet dreams. I might. Malik plays for Liberty. Don't get sucked into the Carson Wentz vibe. It has nothing. I'm not thinking about competition. I'm not looking at his stuff. I'm just looking from a standpoint of his talent level. Now, the question is you got to develop it. He's got to go to the right team. Yeah, you might be right. So he may not get past Carolina. You know, and I think that could be a good place for him. Sixers are now 2-seed. Bulls lost tonight. Very cool. I can't stream tomorrow Sixers because they're at 4:00 my time. I won't be home. They play Saturday. I don't know. Maybe Saturday or Monday I'll do Sixers. You think Hurts is starting? I hope so because they brought me. Yeah, Hurts is going to start. Yeah, Hurts is the guy. Hurts is start next year. Dude, he's got, what was that, 65 yards? I'm telling you, if you're watching it and you watch him drop back, he's dropping back slowly because he's waiting, like letting the receiver get down the field so he could show how far he can throw. Go Cavs. Willis is talented, but does he have a work ethic? Oh, listen, I don't know, expired user. You can't. That's the kind of stuff we can't tell. All we can go on is what we see. I don't talk to the guy. I don't know him. You know, I don't have meetings. I have no idea. Philly, I already ordered my Jimmy Garoppolo Eagles shirt. What? Listen, it ain't happening. It can't happen. We cannot allow that to happen. No. Please, no. He does got an arm, might be fool's gold. You never know. I mean, you never listen. All of this whole thing, the whole combine, it's all crapshoot. You can look, you can tell who you like, but you really truly never know how somebody is going to develop. I mean, if they did, then you think Brady would have gone 6th round. You just don't know. But I can't judge. I can't judge whether a guy what's in inside. You know, you can't judge what's inside. But from what I can see, he's an intriguing prospect. He's not. The Eagles aren't going to get Malik Willis. He's going to go early. But I just think he's an intriguing prospect. Yeah, say no to Garoppolo. Are Kelly Green jerseys make? I'm hoping so, Leo. I'm hoping so. I don't know. But that would be nice. I'll be doing an Eagles jersey video again. Yeah, Thor ran 4.21. How he's about to score? That always happens. We're in trouble if we can't get a win in NFC last year. We got lucky. What do you think? What do you think the Cowboys situation is going to be? 4.21's fast. So take a look at Smoke Monday, bro. Okay, I'll do that. The guy says, "Yo, 500. How you feel about trading in the front of the Giants to grab Boyd from or?" Yes, I'm open. I would have no issue with that. You realize how pissed off Giant fans would be if they think they're going to get Thibodeau, if I'm saying his name right, and then the Eagles screw him again 2 years in a row. I think it would be hilarious. Do you see who was doing that to Ben? I didn't see. Draft Burks or London or Wilson at 19. All the way in game speed, not 4.26 at all. I like Burks. Malik Willis went from Auburn to Liberty to play for Hugh Freeze. Okay. Yeah, screw the Giants. Screw the Giants. Screw the Giants. Malik will be a baller, but only if he gets to a team like last year, Bucks, with a bunch of playmakers. Well, I just think he's got to go to the right coach. You know, I think the right team with the right coaching staff that develops wide receiver, that could develop. Develop a quarterback. I really believe a lot of these quarterbacks that come out. I really believe it depends where they end up, what coaching staff they end up with. Depends on their future. Like, why is it that we know every time a quarterback is drafted by the Jets, he's going to stink? You just know he's going to stink. Always. Come on, Jimmy G is not elite. No. Howie gets Nick his own quarterback as a backup to replace Hurts at 23. Nice insurance. Trade me. Would that be something? That'd be something. Bruce Arians within Malik Will's career, he is the worst coach for he's the worst coach for a coach. He probably doesn't have the patience, you know what I mean? But I mean, what if Andy Reid got Malik Willis and developed him? I'm telling you, he's a star. He would be a star. Smoke Monday is a great name. Watch the Giants draft Willis. I could see that. Dave does. I'll salute to you too, my friend. Let me tell you, Malik Willis is going to rise up the boards here. Would you trade Fletcher? Well, they can't. They can't trade Fletcher Cox right now because they can't trade Fletcher Cox because of his cap number. It's like ridiculous. I don't think they can trade him this year. Would I for the right price? Yeah. You hope Willis gets. I don't think Willis is going to get. I don't think he's getting out of top 10. He's rising quickly, man. So it is getting late here. We've been streaming for a few hours. They're getting ready to wrap up here in a minute. I'll do about 5 more minutes, and then yeah, I'll be back live on Saturday. Saturday is going to be a long streaming day for me. I'm going to stream the Combine all day. Joey Shakes could come on. We got defensive line and linebackers on Saturday. That's what I'm waiting for the most. So we'll be doing that. Tomorrow I can't stream. I'll just put out some videos because I'm not going to be home till late. And then as far as the guys that wanting Sixers stream, it'll be either Saturday or Monday. I don't know which one. The Commander's the worst name in the NFL, without question. No, I don't think Howie's drafted a quarterback. I'm awake, man. You stay safe as well. You get a Where's Fit? Yeah, you could get a Where's Fitness. Yeah, Philly Shakedown Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. It's going to be a long one. Just don't let Joey do no Michael Anthony Where's Fitness workout routines. Philly Fight, enjoy shaking. Oh, thank you. And if you guys haven't, make sure you subscribe, like, and if you've been subscribed for a while, just double check to make sure you're still subscribed. For whatever reason, I don't know, they keep unsubscribing people. What sucks is I wind up absolutely wanting a player and Howie never drafts him. That is always what happens. The only time for me that didn't happen was last year. Last year was literally the first time the Eagles took one of the guys I wanted in Devontae Smith. Marcus Williams, Smoke Monday. We would need safeties for the next 8. I'm going to have to check out Smoke Monday. You think Hurts could fetch a second round? Yeah, probably. I think he could, Caleb. I don't know if they're willing to do that, though. You know what I mean? Make sure Joey's not getting... Yeah, we'll have to. Who had the best 40 today? Let me pull up. I can tell you the receivers. So Tyquan Thornton ran a 4.21 from Baylor. Now, our Baylor receivers good. He's 6'2", 181. See, he's interesting. 6'2", 181 runs a 4.21. Chris Oliva, if I'm saying it right, 4.26. Christian Watson, North Dakota State, 4.28. Man, those are some guys I have to go study. All right, I love weed. Have a good night. Give us a Michael. You got it. Yeah, Michael Anthony, Where's the Fitness Meltdown coming up? I don't know if that was a new record or not. I thought it was 4.2. Wasn't it like a 4.20 flat? I can't remember what the record was. McDuffie, I saw that he was in what's his face's mock draft. I haven't watched him at all. I want to say I thought somebody was a 4.20 flat, but I can't remember. It might be a record. Have any of these receivers in the draft played against good corners? I think a couple of them have, but I'm going to have to go study it. The only receiver I've really looked at is Treylon Burks. Okay, so 4.21 is a record. Well, how about that? That's a hell of a record. That's fast, man. That's fast, and he's not super small either. He's over 6 foot, so that's pretty good. All right, guys. Well, listen, thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't, please like, subscribe. And if you've been subscribed for a while, make sure you're still subscribed. There's my man Malik Willis throwing again. I'm very fascinated by Malik Willis. But I'm going to let you guys go. I'll have some videos out tomorrow, and then I'll be streaming. Saturday will be a big, big day. So look for that. In the meantime, on the way out, take care. I'll talk to you later. Don't be a dingbat. Mark Holmes and Son will take us out. And Denzel Washington out.
Now time for one more play.
The officials are bad.
We had one
Yo,
more.
you gotta be motherfucking
You
kidding
gotta
me.
be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
What are you doing?
running from
What
a.
are you doing?
To get off the field on third down.
What was that bullshit?
That is not right.
Kellen Moore, he's got to be better, man. He wasn't.
Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had enough time for one more
He
play.
had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us.
Away, but, you know, this is just
The brother screwed us.
You know, I'm upset, but
The brother screwed
it
us.
is, man.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
Yeah,
end that way.
you
The brother
literally.
screwed us. The brother screwed us.
It's going to end the way that
We had opportunity for one more play.
And that's where we have to be careful.